President Trump has replaced Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem in a startling shakeup. Political reporter Marcia Kramer is here now with more on what may have led up to this move. Marcia?
Well, the president's decision to fire Kristi Noem comes as the White House is involved in a battle with Congress to restore funding for the agency. And reports the president was angry about how hearings on Capitol Hill went this week. You might say that the handwriting was on the wall for Kristi Noem after the disastrous immigration crackdown in Minnesota, in which 2 American citizens died, and there were months of protests. It culminated in hearings on Capitol Hill this week, where even Republicans were critical.
What we've seen is a disaster under your leadership, Ms. Noem.
But it wasn't only that. Sources tell CBS News that Corey Lewandowski had an acrimonious conversation with the president Tuesday after Noem's testimony before the Senate. The conversation was related to Noem's exchange about the $220 million ad campaign. The sources did not know if allegations about a personal relationship between Lewandowski and Noem came up. Democrats, who have managed to stall restoring funds to the agency until there are reforms, were delighted.
Good riddance. She should be held to account for the corruption that she has shown.
Several weeks ago, we said either Kristi Noem is fired or she's going to be impeached.
Noem will be replaced by Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullins.
It came at not a complete surprise, but it came at a little bit of surprise for us.
Republicans were quick to praise Noem's replacement. Congressman Mike Lawler saying on social media, "I know Markwayne will do a great job and ensure the department moves forward without distraction or turmoil." But others are worried about the stalemate over funding the agency. Long Island Congressman Andrew Garbarino saying, quote, "I urge my Democrat colleagues to make the right decision and stop playing dangerous games with DHS funding. As threats from Iran escalate, America must be fully prepared to respond to and mitigate heightened threats to the homeland."
Marcia, remind us how long DHS has been without funding.
Well, Christine, it started February 14th, and as of now, Democrats and Republicans remain far apart over the demand for immigration reforms after the incidents that happened in Minneapolis.
So what do you think is going to happen now?
Well, my sources in Washington are telling me that with Noem out, the negotiations will require what they call a reset. They say Noem was incapable, in their words, of handling the negotiations, and that the White House was aware of that. Now, with the war in Iran going on, the White House is so anxious to get DHS back up and running because the gridlock affects funding for TSA, the Secret Service, FEMA, and the Coast Guard. By the way, Noem is the first person to be fired from the Trump cabinet during this term in office.
All right, well, we'll see if there's movement in that funding issue. Thank you, Marcia. DHS shakeup does come as an immigration rally was held today ahead of a city council hearing about sanctuary laws. Council members and immigration advocates gathered outside of City Hall. This hearing was prompted after a review from the Department of Investigations found the NYPD and the Department of Corrections lacked guidance.
DOI also found that DOC was not training personnel on how to engage with immigration enforcement or officials.
Are our agencies to protect, not just on paper, but in practice, immigrant New Yorkers across our city?
Mayor Mamdani did issue an executive order requiring city agencies to conduct internal audits on its practices around sanctuary laws.